Hey guys, I'm Val,
And I'm Luke.
and this is Raw Crimes, your new favorite podcast.
We're sitting down every week and diving into some of the craziest known and unknown cases true crime has.
So settle in, grab a drink, and join us.
All right, we're live.
Oh, we're
Oh
live.
yeah, we're going ham right now. We've got the wine flowing. We've got the White Claws flowing. Val, how are you feeling about the first mini episode of Raw Crimes?
I'm excited. We can finally do some kind of fun stuff.
Oh, so you're saying the other stuff wasn't fun?
It is fun, but it's like,
It's more serious.
yeah, it's serious.
Yeah,
This is
So-
kind of where we can goof off.
exactly. And that's my specialty. So I guess I'll start off. So you guys know how we talk about true crime stories, usually dealing with darker subjects like murder, kidnapping, and all that jank. Well, tonight we wanted to take a look at the other side of true crime and lighten up the mood for this mini episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about crimes that are so out there, so wacky and ridiculous that you just have to scratch your head about why would someone do that? And we wanted to take this opportunity to talk about something that you all probably see on Twitter all the time. It's as American as baseball, and it's as notorious as Trump saying some bullshit on Twitter. We're talking about the one and only Florida man. So, Val's going to start off with the first story, and then I've got two stories about Florida man, two separate Florida men, I should say. And we're just going to go from here.
No, they're all one.
They're all
They're
yeah,
all the one.
they're all essentially just one fucked up
An
person.
idea. Enigma.
Enigma, yeah. Q Patrick
Yeah.
Star.
So, as Luke said, this is the theme of our very first mini, the Florida Man. I'm sure you've all seen like memes and stuff about that. There's like a headline a day about this kind of stuff.
Probably like 10 a day about it.
All right. So, I'm going to start out with actually December 26th of last year, 2019. At 7 a.m., a passing bicyclist told a Palm Beach police officer that was on patrol that he had seen a man speeding around earlier in a dark-colored Ferrari in the area. When the police officer found the man, he was parked on an inlet dock. And the man who was unloading items from his car explained that he was waiting for his friend who was coming to pick him up on his boat and had told him to park on the dock. When he was informed by the officer that he couldn't park on the dock, he apologized.
Wait, I was about to say, like, why is this guy trying to park on the dock?
I don't know.
And then he's going to go off on a boat and leave his Ferrari?
I don't know. I guess. And it's like a small dock too. It's not like well, obviously it's not one of those piers.
Yeah, one of the fishing pier docks.
Yeah, it's like a tiny dock. And there's video too. And
my
we'll
God.
probably post it. Like a dash cam from a car behind like actually like caught the whole thing on tape. So
Oh my God.
yeah, it's very tiny. So when he was informed by the officer that he couldn't park on the dock, he apologized and went to back up his car off of the dock. And the officer also asked like for his driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, okay, I'm like, let me go get it. It's in my car and let me like get my car off of the dock. Just as he was off the dock, he switched into drive and accelerated at full speed, launching his Ferrari off the dock into the Palm Beach inlet.
What the fuck? Okay, I mean, I have my thoughts about what's going on. I'm just gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it's not his car, and he's got some crazy shit in that Ferrari. Cause who would be willing to drive? I don't know how much the lowest Ferrari is, but it's got to be over like 60,000 to 100,000. Who
Yeah.
would be willing to drive that much money off the fucking dock and into the ocean?
Yeah, I mean, it's an older Ferrari. They later identify it's a 2000 Ferrari, like from 2000.
Ew.
But I mean, still, I read reports and they said that Ferraris start at $250,000, so $250,000.
So not 60,000.
no,
that's insane.
Well, unless it's old. I don't
Unless it's
know.
old.
I
You know,
don't
for
know.
first-time Ferrari buyers, I'm pretty sure you have to know someone who knows someone to get a Ferrari. Like,
You have to get
the
like a
Ferrari
referral.
people. What?
You have to get like a referral.
Exactly. No, like the Ferrari people will not let you buy a Ferrari unless you're someone of substance, someone important status. Yeah, they're not just gonna let some Joe Schmo who's saved up a whole lot of money.
What?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I heard that you have to know someone who knows someone. Maybe it's for a new Ferrari.
It's a stupid rule.
Ooh,
Um,
that's what happened.
So, 48-year-old James Muchacho escaped from the sinking car unharmed, and he was
Oh,
actually...
He didn't jump out before. He just drove it in.
He drove in. How would he have jumped out before he...
I played GTA at my friend's house. I've played enough
They can't jump out
games
of...
like that. You can just roll out of the car before shit happens.
Not if it's like such a small deck or dock.
You're right.
It's like that one episode of Sunny. Remember when Mac and Charlie tried to like fake their deaths? Do you remember that episode?
I vaguely remember that.
And they got in Dee's car.
Oh yeah, no. It doesn't shit always happen to Dee's
Yeah.
car. Like she always gets it and then it just
And then they're like, okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna accelerate as fast as I can into this wall.
yeah.
And then we jump out at the last second.
oh my
And then
god.
and then Charlie was like, I'll just wait out here. Like you go do it. I believe in you. You can jump out. And Mac just drives at full speed into the wall. What happened, man? Why didn't you get out of the car?
God, I vaguely remember that.
Oh my god, it was the funniest episode. Anyways, he was actually helped up by a nearby fisherman who actually brought him to shore on his fishing boat. So good Samaritan.
A lot of shit happening around the dock for such a small dock.
Yeah.
You got a policeman coming, you got a dude with a Ferrari, and you got a fisherman.
Well,
Sounds like a setup for a joke.
Palm Beach Inlet. I bet there's a lot of boats there. It
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
seems like it's like a, what is it? Not a marina?
Yeah, it's a marina.
Yeah. So according to the later released police report, Muchacho approached the officer when he got out of the water, and when asked why he drove his Ferrari into the water, replied, "Jesus told me to drive through a small gate and into a 6-foot window."
Jesus, take the wheel.
He also later
from
said
my hands.
he
Okay, I'm done.
he also later said, "Jesus made me the smartest man on earth, and it's so hard to have this much responsibility."
So was this guy high? Was he on? Well, not. I don't think someone high would say that. But was he on crack cocaine or heroin?
No drugs or alcohol were involved.
What the fuck? What?
I mean, there's really not much of it on the story. Like, I don't really think he was even charged with anything after the fact.
Well, I
But-
mean, I feel like the officer felt bad for him. He's probably like thinking that this guy's on something or he's
Maybe.
crazy, and he just drove a Ferrari. Did they confirm that it was his Ferrari?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's Ferrari. He actually had it was registered to him, but he actually had the license plates on the Ferrari were license plates from his, I think they said Ford Mustang or some other car that he had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but no, it's his car. After hours of attempting to retrieve the Ferrari from the inlet, where it had sunk 30 feet to the bottom, police dive teams were able to attach inflatable devices to the car and pulled it out of the water after it floated to the surface. And actually, like a couple of the
Burp.
reports said that they were able to inflate the airbags in the car, but then a couple of the sources said that they actually attached inflatable airbags or devices or something. So I'm not sure which one it is, but
Mm-hmm. That'd be very creative if
yeah.
they just took a bat, like a baseball bat, to the bottom of the dive team with all the scuba gear
underwater.
on, and they're just playing at like the third inning of a baseball game, and they just
Uh-huh.
smack the front of the car so the airbags went off.
I'm sure that smack would have been really powerful underwater.
Hey, people can be pretty powerful underwater. I've seen plenty of videos of like people in 3 feet of water, so like their chest is out or whatever,
Mhm.
or like they squat down and they're like their chest is covered in water, so it's like at that part, and they just do a squat jump up out of the pool.
Well, I mean, yeah, but not fully underwater, right? Does that affect
No.
it
I
by much?
don't think that'd be possible.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's different when you're fully submerged.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they pulled it out. They were able to pull it out. Muchacho had done an estimated total of $50,000 worth of damages to his 2000 Ferrari coupe and $1,000 worth of damage to town property when he actually sideswiped a metal ladder on the way into the inlet.
Wait, how much?
$1,000 of damage to the town property.
He hit a ladder on the town
He
property?
he hid something. Like, the source said a metal ladder, but I was kind of picturing maybe like...
That's an expensive ladder.
Maybe like posts where you tie your boat to or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the...
Or cats just digging into a bag. I don't know if these mics can pick it up, but that's what's going on if you hear anything. She's going crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, he did actually do damage to the city, which I know is... it's a charge. It might just be a fine or something that you have to pay. I don't think you get jail time for that, but...
Yeah, you just have to pay it up.
I mean, yeah, maybe he did. Couldn't find anything about that. He also told police afterwards, money is going to be irrelevant in 2 days. Remember to smile.
The hell is going on December 28th, 2019?
2 days?
I want to know what was going on.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they actually, the news outlet that I read this from, the local news, they actually reached out. They tried to reach out to him and his like dad afterwards at some point, and they both declined to comment. But like, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe kind of sounds like maybe he was suicidal. Money doesn't. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna be irrelevant in 2 days. Like, or he's just crazy. I
don't know what he was on the dock unloading something from the Ferrari.
Yeah, he was just like taking stuff out of his car.
Yeah.
Quote unquote waiting for his friend. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you mind taking Iris out of the bag? I mean, Sunny and Iris are just playing. Iris is in the bag and Sunny's outside of the bag.
Timeout.
Yeah, they're in timeout. Okay. Is there anything else on that story?
Yes. Okay, so when police interviewed the fisherman who came to Muchacho's aid, he stated that Muchacho said the reason that he drove into the inlet was because he thought that the police officer was Egyptian and didn't believe in Jesus.
What?
I don't know. He's saying like all this. It sounds like he's just like vomiting words. Like none of that makes sense. Nothing he's saying makes sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Isn't Christianity in Egypt as well?
I'm sure it is. I'm pretty sure it originated there, like in
Jerusalem or whatever.
Yeah, like in that area.
I went to church for a couple years in my childhood. I know everything about Jesus. What's she doing?
She was just like trying to like scratch me.
She's in the play mood. She knows we're recording, so she wants. Here, I got it. She's probably gonna hop up on the table and grab the bag. Look at her. She's eyeballing it. Oh my god! Stop.
Okay.
All right. So, an Egyptian. Was he Egyptian? Did you find out if the cop was Egyptian?
I don't know. There's nothing about the police officer out there.
Okay.
He wasn't identified.
That's a lame excuse, nonetheless.
Yeah. The fisherman also said that he told him that he was involved in a high-speed chase with police earlier, and they didn't arrest him because he was Christian. So it sounds like this guy is just, I don't know, having a mental break, maybe? Do
you know if he's religious? I'm assuming he is to some degree.
I'm gonna bet that he's slightly religious. Not
just
too
a
much,
little bit.
but you know. And again, as I said, it's unclear whether Muchacho is charged with anything or not. And that is the end of the bizarre story of the Florida man who drove a Ferrari off a dock because Jesus told him to.
Oh my god! I mean, it was December 2019. You said.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a year since that happened.
Yeah.
You know how people say like, "Yo, it's 2020." Like, don't say that, or "Yo, it's 2020." We don't do that anymore. something like that.
Yeah.
You'd think that no one does that shit anymore. Like, says an officer's Egyptian, so he didn't trust him or whatever. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That whole thing is.
I don't know what's going on
I mean,
in that whole case.
if he had multiple cars other than that Ferrari, you said he had like a Ford Mustang or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what car.
I would assume he's well off, but that's just an assumption. Makes an ass out of you and me. But are you ready?
Yes.
For my 2 stories?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hey guys, Luke here from Rock Rhymes. I wanted to take this time to tell you about something very important. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. In fact, it's what Val and I use to bring you guys the best true crime stories out there. For starters, Anchor has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more podcasting platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and the best part is, it's all free. It's everything you need to make a killer podcast, pun intended, in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So, you know how your story ended in the year 2019?
Yes.
Well, my first one started in 2019. So Val, question. Do you know what you were doing New Year's Day? So not December 31st, 2019, but
New Year's Day, yeah, January 1st.
Or 2018. January 1st, 2019.
2019?
Yeah. I can't believe I had to think about that. Do you know what you were doing that day?
Probably nothing. It's a holiday.
That was like after we came back from Mexico, right? No. Didn't we have New Year's?
Yeah.
2018 to 2019? What did we do?
Were we? Oh, yeah. Wait, were we? Yeah.
I honestly don't remember. This is how we're living in the Matrix.
Oh my God.
Both of us can't remember what the heck we did.
No, I think we came back, didn't we? And then
Okay, I think no. I think we came back from Mexico because we spent
Christmas.
Yeah, we spent Christmas in Cancun, Mexico, and then
and then we were like one holiday there and one holiday back.
Yeah. I was just confused because I know we spent like 3-4 New Year's together, and like one of them we didn't.
Yeah.
And I think that was the one because we spent Christmas in Mexico. Okay.
Yeah. So I was with my family.
Yeah, spent New Year's with our family. Just like the other 17, 18 years, however long it was. So, one Florida man on New Year's Day 2019 found himself spending New Year's Day in jail over such a little inconvenience. So to set the scene, it's New Year's Day in St. Petersburg, Florida. Daniel Taylor, our Florida man in question, walks into a McDonald's. Classic Florida man move. He orders, gets his food and his drink, and goes over to the condiment bar. And this is where things get spicy. I don't know what all he's looking for, but what he doesn't find is a straw.
Oh my God, I saw the story.
Wait, you saw this one?
I saw the headline. Yeah, I was looking at like a website that said it had, I think in 2019, for every day it had a headline, like the best Florida man headline.
I mean, I guess that's where I got it from, but I was like, I was going to look through more, but then I saw like the straw incident. I was like, I have to tell this one. So he's at the condiment bar. He doesn't find a straw. He probably got his ketchup, his mustard, whatever he wanted, but he couldn't find the fucking straw. So for some unknown reason, this is the boiling point in Daniel Taylor's day, and in Florida man fashion, goes up to the cashier, and as a witness named Brenda Biondutti, I'm definitely pronouncing the last name wrong, puts it, he was, quote, he was yelling and walking towards the counter, and the young lady behind the counter told him that it's the law now that we're not allowed to have straws in the lobby. They started exchanging words laced with profanity, and Taylor, Florida man in question, said no such law exists, and the cashier was saying, yes, it is a law. So this full-grown man, he's 41 by the way, grabs Yasmin James, the cashier who is telling him about the new law, and pulls her towards him across the counter. She begins punching him in the face because why the fuck not? If a stranger was grabbing you, wouldn't you just punch him in the face? Just like try to get away from him?
I've never punched someone, but
Would you scream? I don't know.
I don't know.
So
Slap, maybe.
slap.
Yeah, I think that's what I would resort to.
Just tell him he's ugly. So she ends up breaking free after like 10 seconds of him holding on and taking what looks like 30 punches to the face. There's actually a video of it. He ends up walking out of the store only to come back in moments later to yell at the manager some more. Before leaving, though, it was said that Taylor made sure to kick an employee in the stomach before leaving. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Taylor was arrested and charged with 2 counts of simple battery. So one for grabbing Yasmin James and the other for kicking the random employee in the stomach over a straw.
Was he high or was he on?
No, I mean in the video he just looked normal, just like a Florida man.
Oh my God. I mean, is that anger issues to the max? Like, how does that happen?
I mean, I have no clue. At that point, you know, McDonald's has the lids. You just take the lid off and you just drink it that way.
Yeah, I mean, God.
And so the law, I'm not sure exactly,
just
but
very
Yasmin
passionate.
said they're not allowed to have straws at in the lobby
Yeah.
because people could take like 20 straws and pollute the ocean even more than if they just took one. So I think they had it behind the counter, and in the video, I'm pretty sure I saw like the manager trying to give this man 2 straws or something like that.
Mhm.
So the law is they can't have it in the lobby. But this guy, instead of walking up to the counter and just asking politely, like, hey, could you guys give me some straws?
Hey, I didn't notice any straws out here. Can I have one?
Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah. So this man decides to resort to violence.
That's what we had. When I worked at Pete's, we had, like, for our ice drinks, we wouldn't give them a straw, and they didn't have straws out there. And so, like, a lot of times, like, people would come back after they went to the condiment bar, and then they'd be like, hey, like, I didn't notice, like, they don't have any straws, like, can I have one? And then we'd just, like, reach them and give one to them.
Yeah.
So, it's a common practice, like, nowadays.
Yeah, the thing is, the law went into effect that same day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I looked at the law. It was January 1st, 2019. So, but even though he didn't know, and like no one in the fucking world except for in St. Petersburg, Florida, knew that was a law. I don't know. Like no one knew. But if you're told that that's law, or even if it's not a law, like sorry, we don't have any straws out there. Like here, have a straw. Like, don't grab someone and get yourself
Yeah.
simple battery charges and spending New Year's Day in jail.
That's ridiculous. I don't understand some people.
It's ridiculous. And that's why we're telling these stories. Wacky, ridiculous, head-scratching stories. Okay. Story number 2 that I have, that I researched a lot. So this actually happened about 2 weeks ago. So in June of 2020, we have a Florida man I'll get to what I was about to say later. A Florida man by the name of Shawn Michelson. Our fellow content creator for the Florida Man subreddit, where I found this, by the way, his Jeep was pulled over by Jupiter, Florida police officer Cred Yochum. I might be pronouncing that wrong. It might be Yochum, Yochum, but I'm going to go with Yochum. So Officer Yochum had witnessed the vehicle making an illegal U-turn and followed the car for some time before catching it going 85 miles per hour in a 45 zone. So after he pulled the car over, Officer Yochum made his way to the driver's side of the Jeep, where he found a 12-year-old girl who had been driving the SUV with Shawn Michelson in the passenger seat. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like she was like maybe his kid and she was like on his lap or something, but in the past.
No, she was driving.
Oh my God.
And Michelson later said to police that he let the 12-year-old girl drive his SUV and told her to speed because he wanted to be a cool father, even though he's not the girl's dad.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, okay, that's a weird thing to tell your daughter, like speed. She's gonna think I'm so cool, like I'm such a cool
Yeah.
dad. And then what?
I'm not like other dads.
I'm
a cool
not your dad.
That was actually a comment from Reddit, but I pulled a few comments that I wanted to talk about. So as fucked up as that already is, you know, her not being related to him and her being 12 as well, Um, yeah. So as fucked up as that already is, and to think about how fucked up the situation could potentially be, apparently the girl's mother is a friend of Michelson, and her and her friend, so the 12-year-old girl and a friend of hers, were staying with them for a few days. Or maybe not. Maybe it was the girl's mom and her mom's friend. It wasn't very specific. When I read it, I thought it was like two 12-year-old girls.
The mom, like it said the mom was friends with.
The mom was friends with Michelson,
and her
and her friend were staying.
So it's probably
with him
the
for a few
mom.
days. Yeah.
It's probably the mom.
Yeah. So, also, I believe that he let her drive because he was very drunk at the time.
Oh.
That was also in the article.
Okay.
So I guess this guy was thinking, okay, I'm drunk. I'm going to be responsible.
He was being responsible.
I don't want to get a DUI. Yo, you look 16. I know you're 12. You want to drive?
But make sure to speed.
But make sure to speed because, I'm a cool dad.
Do they talk about the situation later, how the mom let her kid go with this guy?
That's the thing. Like,
where were they going?
There was nothing in the article. I couldn't find anything on that. But a lot of the Reddit comments, normal people were like, like they were confused as to why this guy was in contact with a 12-year-old girl, what their relationship was, because nothing was ever said about that.
And they're driving to get, like, where were they going, like, or coming from?
We have no clue.
Like,
yeah, and this was at night. I believe it said it was like 10 a.m.
Oh, okay, she should be in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, among other places she should be. Besides this car, she should definitely be in bed.
I was, like, playing Pokemon on my DS Lite, and, like, my mom would come in at 12 a.m. when I was 12, and, like, we'd just hide it under our pillow as fast as we could. I wasn't driving with a drunk man. I guess drunk woman in my case.
Could have been a drunk man.
Yeah, could have been a drunk man.
Could have been a drunk anyone.
That's true. I didn't even know beer existed when I was 12.
Person. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even remember being 12.
So as a disclaimer, what I'm about to say is directly from the news article, which I'll also post in the link. And this is according to authorities. So Michelson was charged with child neglect, allowing unauthorized person to drive, and causing a minor to become a delinquent for buying the girls vape pens, which apparently the girls had requested.
Oh, so it was two girls. Two 12-year-old girls.
I think so. Yeah.
It said
sorry, I forgot about that. I think it was just two girls were spending the weekend with him, but the mom of the girl was close friends with
one
him.
Of the girl. Okay.
Which is like understandable in normal circumstances, but this guy doesn't seem like he's right in the head.
Yeah.
So it just makes the story a little bit weirder.
Yeah, no, in any state but Florida, that would be normal. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. In any situation except for that one.
She doesn't discriminate against people from Florida, by the way, so our Florida listeners.
In any situation except for that exact one, it would have been okay.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking, like, if my dad, like, if his coworker had to go on a vacation with her husband or wife or something and they wanted them to watch their kids, like, it wouldn't be weird, you know?
Yeah, or you just drop by your friend's place and, like, you want to spend the day or night with him or whatever, and you have your kid and, like, her friend wants to come. Yeah, that's if it's a responsible adult.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. This guy doesn't
too.
seem normal. Michelson does not seem like a normal person if he's letting a 12-year-old drive. If he's...
Also, it's weird that the mom didn't come with them. Or does she...
We don't know where the mom was. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Or, maybe... So maybe she had some place to be and she left the kids with him and he was like, hey guys, let's go get vape pens.
Yeah.
I guess that's what...
I mean, it doesn't, like, that her friend wasn't there. It was just her and Michelson.
Oh.
So her friend was probably at the house. Maybe, I don't know.
So the mom was watching not her daughter, but let her daughter go with
I think I don't know where the mom was. I think the mom was off doing her own thing.
Okay.
Weird
that they left her. Weird that they left the other girl at the house.
Yeah.
Alone.
See, that's the thing. Like, we don't know much, and that's what Redditors are talking about. Like, in the comment section, they're just like, this is fucked up. We need to know more. So some of the comments and comment sections are always funnier than any video that's out there. That's where I go straight to. So the top comment was 85 is the average cruising speed down here. So,
Makes sense.
which is true, probably. I've been to Florida once.
In line with what we know about Florida.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
women.
I've only been to Florida once, but I literally went from the airport to the hotel, and the hotel back to the airport, and there's traffic both ways. So it's not like you can go 85 in traffic.
My parents and my sister are in Florida now. My parents and my sister are in Florida now.
They're in Florida right now?
They're in Florida right now, yeah.
Why didn't you go with them?
They had planned it a really long time ago, and I
They
thought...
just didn't plan it with you? They're like...
No, they kept trying to get me to come, but I didn't think that I'd be able to because I was waiting to hear back from the job. And also, I don't know, I just had a bunch of stuff.
Truth. When did they leave?
It's today. This morning.
You totally could have gone.
This morning.
Folks, Val just really likes me. That's why she wanted to stay and give me company. But another commenter said, Jupiter officer Craig Yoakum sounds like somebody from the Space Force.
Jupiter officer.
Jupiter. I heard Jupiter when I was in San Francisco. It was like one of my coworkers was talking to some guy from Florida, and the guy from Florida was like, "Oh, like I'm from here," and he's like, "Oh, that's just south of Jupiter, right?" Like, I honestly don't know much about Florida. I only know like they like race cars down there, right?
I don't know. Oranges.
Oranges, yeah.
Pecans.
Miami.
No, that's
CSI Miami. Love that show. It's a sandbar, a lot of sand holes. I'm aware of.
We always go to the same place every year,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh shit.
I love it there.
Yeah, I was in New Orleans. No, Orlando. New Orleans.
What?
New Orleans is
New
not in Florida. I was in Orlando.
I was
Jesus.
in New Orlando.
Hmm?
I was just... You said New Orlando almost.
New Orlando.
New Orlando.
It's gonna be the title of this video, I guess. God damn it. Yeah. But I don't know too much about Florida other than a lot of Florida men are there. You know, the first
And
time...
the Harry Potter park.
The what?
The Harry Potter park.
Oh my god, that is the best part of Universal.
Yeah. I got my wand. We've gotten so many wands there.
Wait, do you have more wands than the ones that I brought?
I only have one. I have Ron's wand, and my sister has Hermione's. And now we have Snape and Voldemort's.
Yeah.
Or is it Snape? Wait.
Yeah, we've got Snape
Okay,
and
yeah.
Voldemort just collecting dust. We're just waiting to get our own place, and then we'll decorate the fuck... This is me. I want to decorate the bathroom to be like Harry Potter themed. I think that'd be so cool. Imagine walking into like...
It's like a...
Oh my god. If I had my way, I would make the bathroom the size of this apartment we're in right now. Like 350 square feet, and it would just be Harry Potter themed. You'd go to sit on the toilet, and it would turn into a fucking pig. And you'd be like, where the fuck is the toilet at? It's actually the sink.
A sorting hat just like drops onto you as soon as you sit
Exactly.
down.
Just don't touch it. A lot of other people have touched it. They haven't washed their hands before,
Ew.
though. But yeah, I want to... Okay. That's not actually how I envision it, but I would love to, like, decorate the wands and put them up on the wall and display them. Because Voldemort's wand is amazing. It's
the
immaculate.
coolest wand.
What?
It's the coolest wand.
The coolest wand. Yeah. Snape's is just, like, classic.
Yeah, I like Draco's wand too a lot. It's very clean. It's just like black and wood, and it's just nice.
Yeah. Snape's
you a
is
picture.
more... Snape's looks more plastic. Maybe... I'm not sure if it's just the one that we've got,
That's
but...
probably just the way they make them.
Yeah. I mean, it's the way they sand it down, too.
I always liked his wand. That's Draco's wand.
Oh, that's clean as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you painted it all black, it would look like Snape's.
Oh.
Wow, who would have thunk? We would have been we were talking about Florida men. we're on wands in Harry Potter. I thought this one was all right. This comment, this is the last one. There weren't too many comments on it, but it's from the Florida Man subreddit. This one says Florida Man out here on a side quest. Like, just like drunk out of his mind, letting a 12-year-old drive. I don't know.
She's probably vaping. It's like one of those classic like movie scenes. It's like the police officer's like walking up to this car. He just pulled over and he's like, And he looks in like with his little flashlight, and it's just like this little 12-year-old girl is like vaping. She's got
Yeah.
like black eyeliner on, like pink hair.
Also, I'd be curious to know if by vaping they mean like juuling.
Probably.
Because,
'Cause 2 months ago, for sure.
yeah. But I'm thinking like when I hear vaping, I think of the old vapes. Like when I was a senior in high school, they looked like a fucking brick.
Yeah.
And you just try to get the fattest rip.
And there's
make
always
the
like a
biggest
cloud of smoke, behind you.
Yeah, no, my friend, I was with two of my friends from high school. We were just chilling in their living room, and two of them had vapes, and they, like I said, they were bricks, and they were just going like as much as they could, or I think they were just doing it normally, honestly. But after 30 minutes, it was just a haze of smoke in the living room,
Oh my god.
and it smelled like blueberry.
That's the one thing. At least it smells okay.
Yeah, it doesn't smell as bad as a cigarette.
Yeah, if that was a cloud of
Yeah. But like I think it might have been a jewel. That would make more sense. Especially if those 12-year-old girls wanted to be hip.
yeah, probably.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here.
Yep. That was our first successful mini on the elusive Florida man.
The elusive Florida man, more like the notorious and the very common.
Hey, not everyone
Am I
in
backwards
Florida.
on that?
What?
Am I backwards on that? Is notorious like not known but famous?
No, Notorious is like very famous, but in a bad way.
Okay, yeah.
It's like what?
Ah, I used it right. I've got my vocabulary. No, I think you're right. You're
No,
definitely right.
I am. I was thinking of another word for that. I think it is Notorious.
Yeah. But guys, if you like this episode, please check out our handles. Twitter and Instagram is @_rawcrimes. And you can email us at...
No, it's raw_crimes.
Did I just get that wrong?
You said _raw crimes. It's raw.
Okay, scratch that.
crimes.
Our handles are @raw_crimes.
Yes. On Twitter and Instagram.
On Twitter and Instagram. And you can email us at officialrawcrimes@gmail.com. Just with any questions, suggestions, comments, concerns. If you just want to say hi. Just anything.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys hopefully back here.
With a main episode.
Yeah, probably in a few days.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta write it up and.
Do we have any clue as to what it is?
I'm between two right now. I'm not sure. It could
Okay.
either be a serial killer episode or it could be a lesser known like crime that I think needs attention.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Well, all right. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.